Spiritual awakening is the most transformative, profound and decisive process that can happen in a person's life. It's when we finally stop seeing ourselves as human beings and come to see ourselves as spiritual beings, going through a human experience. It is completely beautiful and magical to experience the unity of magic around you that a spiritual connection brings. The question is, how are we going to get to that point? How do we become more spiritual? And how is the journey on this spiritual path really? There is a dark side to spiritual awakening, and to be frank, most often the road to discovering your spirituality is complicated and usually very bumpy, with immense obstacles. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you pretending I'm an enlightened guru with a perfect life. I'm not going to tell you that spirituality is perfect all the time, because it's not. It becomes beautiful when you realize that you start your journey after you accept yourself, others and their experiences, for who and for what they all are. To become more spiritual means that you need to be able to look at yourself, at other people and at situations with little or no prejudice. Spirituality teaches us to love those who have hurt us the most, teaches us to see the lessons in each wound before it can be healed. It does not paint a perfect picture of the vibrations. Many people think that being spiritual is being positive, but being spiritual means being conscious. Becoming conscious is very different from becoming positive. To become aware, we need to be authentic. And authenticity includes both positivity and negativity. Not everyone knows it, but what usually triggers spiritual awakening is a life change or a traumatic event. These hectic times in our lives often send us on a roller coaster, sometimes up, sometimes down, and then we start looking at life from a different perspective, and often this leads to a kind of spiritual treasure hunt. We begin to seek answers, knowing that there must be a reason for everything that is happening. New sensations may appear, such as listening, feeling and seeing more. We finally begin to accept the idea that there may be more to this experience than what it appears to be, and again we seek answers. When we start awakening, we often feel totally disconnected from the people around us, as if we were moving away from our old lives. It's a beautiful, confusing and painful moment at the same time, and what's really happening is that our soul is waking up and trying to dig up who we really are. Well, how can we dig up our authentic self without digging up the aspects of ourselves that we don't like? How can we heal aspects of ourselves? At first, recognize the wounds. Waking up means looking at everything inside and around you. You must look at yourself, to your life and people in your life. You have to look deeply at the situations that appear in front of you. That's when healing and transformation begins. The Spirit takes us on a journey when we are discovering our spiritual side, does not lead us down this path to hurt or harm us, but to heal us and help us become whole again. We should always remember that elevate our vibration does not just mean living a positive life and having happy thoughts. Trying to think and act positively all the time is very laborious, and if you are still broken inside, you have to return to your authentic self to align your vibration with that of a truly spiritual experience. To return to your authentic self, you need to heal all the wounds you wish not to see. The road to become more spiritual is complicated, rugged, full of roadblocks, but the destination is beautiful, the landscape, breathtaking. It brings us so much gratitude. So I hope that you, having started or not this process of spiritual awakening, have enjoyed the video. Leave your like, subscribe, but mainly comment your experiences and messages of support, so those who are still in the start, who are afraid, may know that they are not alone. And that despite everything, this journey is really worth it.